What's up, everyone? It's Wacko here. Welcome you to a kind of discussion video, I guess. Today I kind of just wanted to talk about um, what the difference between memes, heat, and not memes are in draft. So I have some sets pulled up, and I'm probably gonna change some sets because I didn't make this a box, so it's just 6 Pokemon that I'm looking at. Um, so you can see here I have a meme where it's Tinkaton with Metronome. Now this is a meme because it'll pick any random move, and I believe one time I went up against a meme. Um, it was like a Tinkaton with Metronome, and he pulled up like Reflect and probably like Thief and like I don't know. I've seen Tinkaton do some funny things. You could also run like well, keep Metronome probably, but like you could run like Fling. Um, Honestly, even like bad moves like Skitter Smack if you wanted to, or you could run like I don't know, like Astonish. Like if you're fast, you could just go for flinches, you know. Um, like this could be. I mean, this isn't like a set particularly. To be fair though, any meme could just have like random moves like this. Um, I don't know any other good examples on Tinkaton. Maybe I'm not sure if Fake Tears activates like Throat Spray or something like that. But like you could activate Throat Spray and click Metronome and then like run special moves or like you know. Um, this is not a meme set. Now this is just a Sneasler set with Acid Spray. So basically he's like a gym leader where a lot of the new gym leaders only run like 3 moves on their Pokemon. And they even run like Mirror Herb on Burden. Like this is a real fucking set with Acid Spray. This is not meme. Um, a better meme set on this thing probably would have been like Special Sneasler. I don't even think this thing gets like Nasty Plot. You could run like Calm Mind. Um, believes that memes are you're not supposed to be clicking setup. Although to an extent I would agree. I think it just depends on the Pokemon. Like if you're using your base 40 special attacks that like a meme could be considered like Calm Mind Sneasler, you know. Another meme are just Pokemon that would run like Choice Band Self-Destruct or Explosion. So I have this set here because if your idea is just to like destroy something and yourself, that's funny. That is a fine meme. Something I was talking about with the Sneasler, with the Calm Mind is like, again, this is Weavile. It's using base 45 special attack. Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, Blizzard, Focus Blast, that's fine. You could even probably run like fucking Blunder Policy. I would consider this more Heat because, in a way, like it's probably actually kind of viable. Especially if you're forcing in like Fizdef walls, like say in OU Gen 8, Weavile forces in like Buzzwole quite a lot. If you click Nasty Plot and like connect Blizzard, Buzzwole is like probably dying. So it's funny to see that kind of set. A not Heat set. Specifically, I would say like Politoed and like maybe Azumarill and like probably Mega Altaria. A trapping Perish or like a Perish trap set is not really a meme. So the idea of Politoed is you click or you run Water Absorb so you can trap like a water type that's trying to flip turn on you, and then like You whirlpool it, and then you pair song and protect, and then you switch out before it dies. That is just a set. That is what Polytoad wants to do if it's not like supporting rain. And it's good at doing this said thing. Like, I've run this thing unironically like a few times in the past, and it does work. Like, it's just a set. It's not even really heat either. Like, people run this. This is draft. Now, a funny set you could do with Polytoad is Curse, Amnesia, Ice Punch, Rest, where you might expect this thing to get up rain for like the rest of the team, but no, the Polytoad is the one that's setting up and like trying to win the game. And this is actually kind of a scary set. Like, Polytoad does not have bad stats anywhere. Actually, his stats are like the same color as him, which is kind of cool. So that would be the difference. Like, this is fine. This is not funny. And neither is this. Now, let me see if I can find like more examples of meme sets or like funny sets. I will say, is there a Pokemon that gets probably fucking Mew, right? Okay. Personally, I would never run Thunder Wave, Toxic, Will-O-Wisp, Spore. Mew doesn't get Spore, but like we'll put, maybe it gets like Sleep Powder. No. Sing. Okay, well, pretend like there's a sleep move here. These moves I would not really find too acceptable in like a meme game, particularly. But I would say it is fine to run Toxic if you are running Venoshock. Or even like Venom Drench, as I just saw. Like, that is fine. Because the idea is to use Venoshock, which is particularly like not a good move. And something that I've liked to do on those is like run that shit on like Toxapex with Merciless. It's not really, it's probably more heat because it actually isn't that bad. But like, this is fine. Merciless Pex is fine. This is not fine. This is also not fine, especially the idea of the acid spray. And I hate to pick on you, Odie, because I know you're watching, but you, like, this is trolling. This is like a trolling set. And I guess, let me find a cool example for trolling. A trolling set, I think, would be, like, clicking Decorate. Just, like, setting up for your opponents. But I think if you could find a way to, like, psych up while giving your opponent boosts, or, like, activating, like, their Defiant or whatever the fuck you're doing, because I think his idea was to Acid Spray a Thundurus and activate my Defiant. That is just kind of trolling. It's not like meme potential, really, because you're just like, you're like giving up your potential win to the opponent. So I don't really find that to be a meme. And again, for the most part, even on, I can keep Alcremie up here actually. Misty Terrain. This is, I think, fine. See, Alcremie is usually a special attacker. I don't ever seem to use its physical attack, so if you're like Calm Minding just to like explode and then like set up Misty Terrain, I think that's cool. That's like kind of between the lines of like meme and heat, because I mean you are basically just killing yourself. But yeah. And I think that's kind of all I had to say for this video. Um, the reason why I'm making this in the first place is because I noticed a lot of the games that happened last week in SDS seem to be like, oh, let's do memes, and then like we see like this Polytoad set. And sorry to pick on Qualcomm, like I'm not even like mad or anything. It's just like that's not really meme potential or heat. And I think the idea was like he ran like a Sun team or something, which like sure, like chlorophyll Tangrowth I think is fine because no one really runs that. That would be like heat. That would be like a heat set. A meme set is just kind of like unviable, and I would say if you're doing like a meme game, you could differentiate between like just bad sets, or you could specify like bring heat sets. I would not run, and because I picked on Odie, I'll pick on Rage too. I so want to pull up Mega Mawile set right now, but he ran like Calm Mind's Stored Power Coil, the Dunsparce with Terra Psychic in a meme game, with like I think Weakness Policy and Rattled. This is just a set. Like, this is something that you should run if you see your opponent has like no Dark type. If you have like Terra Dunsparce, you should run this. Like, it's not a meme set, I'm sorry. And I would also say, don't try this in-between shit either, where you have like some meme sets and then you just run fucking Sucker Punch Mawile. Like, don't do that. Or else I will hate you and you will probably not be coming back next season. And that is a warning to everybody. Like, don't... I don't mind if you try, obviously. Like, I want people to try, but I don't want people to mislead others and have miscommunications about what's right and what's wrong for, like, a meme game. Like, if you're like, oh, don't bring like, Double Iron Bash Melmetal, because that's kind of try-hard, and then bring this set. I think he even had Swords Dance. Like, don't run this shit. I would say in general, you can run something like, let me see. I think Inner Focus Mienshao with like Weakness Policy, Agility, Endure, Reversal, and then just like, this is a heat set. Like, this is cool, this is fine. Where was I going with this? Like, you could run sets like this, even if your end game is to, like, do a lot of damage. You're doing it through means that, like, aren't very normal. And you have a lot of setup that you have to go through, whereas in a meme game or, like, a heat game, you're probably gonna get blasted back. So, like, it does kind of reward good play. What's, like, another move that Mienshao could run so I could hit ghost types? I guess it would have to run, like, knockoff in this instance, but... like, that's fine for, like, an endgame type heat set. Don't run moves that things run already. Especially don't run, like, Scald. Unless it's, I would say, if there's, like, one or two Pokemon I would say should be allowed to run Scald in the meme game, it would be Colossal and Emboar. Because why the fuck do they get Scald? But yeah. I don't want to rip on everyone, that, what am I trying to say? I'm not trying to, like, rip on anyone, or, well, not, I am ripping on some people, but for the most part, like, I'm not mad at anyone. But I do want to differentiate what the difference is between memes and heat sets versus this. And with that, if you guys have like questions or think I'm wrong, go ahead and like DM me or say something in SDS. But I do think with the idea of meme games, I love meme games. I'm like the type of person that's like, oh, it's week 3, okay, let's play a meme game. Like, like it's just fun to come up with these sets, and sometimes they're like actually kind of viable. Like, I've run Bolt Beam Melmetal. You wouldn't really think to run Bolt Beam Melmetal because why would you do that if Double Iron Bash just does way more damage anyway? Even if I'm like max special attack, if it'll work buttons. Like, my attack set is still higher. Although this is with IVs, but like Double Iron Bash will always be stronger, which is cool. Well, I mean, it's not cool, but like, that's a thing. So you could do that. I was just trying to think of like other sets, or I guess so. Like, this is a set that works as well for what I was actually thinking of, because like this is just a normal set. Like, I would try to avoid moves that are normally ran by that Pokemon. If it's like a move that is like, it's not like a bad move, but that Pokemon might not run it, I think that's fine. Like Ice Beam Weavile, Focus Blast Weavile, that's fine. And I think I've already said that before, so I'm just kind of repeating myself. So, with that said, I will see you guys for playoffs. And hopefully next season there will be better differentiation between what people want in like a meme game, because I personally really hate miscommunications. And it is really annoying if you lose a game because your opponent told you to meme and then proceeded to run like Scald Starmie, which has happened to me before. They ran fucking Scald Starmie in a meme game, and then I was like, fleeing Swampert. Like, that's just not okay. And the funny thing is I won, but that's besides the point. Honestly, if you're like that person that tells people to run memes and then you run like real sets, you probably deserve to lose. And I honestly might be a little too harsh, but I would consider making it a forfeit loss if you like mislead your opponent. Like, that is, I think, the route that I want to go. But yeah, with that said, though this will take place in Season 7 because you shouldn't be memeing in playoffs anyways. If you choose to meme in playoffs, more fun for me because I get to watch it and react to it. So, yeah. See you guys later.